Question 23 review. Integers. Find two integers whose difference is 12 and whose product is a minimum. So how do we do that? So let A represent one integer. Let B represent other integer. And what are we saying? Product is a minimum. So product is unknown as well. Let P represent A, or not A, but the product of A, make it small, A and B. Okay, so how do we do this? So find the product, which is the minimum. So basically what that means, we're going to graph P against some value A or B. We're not sure. Maybe A or B. We'll figure that out later. And there's going to be a minimum. And we're going to find out, what is this P value? What is this P value? Well, we're going to find the integers that give us the P value. So we're going to find out at what A value or B value will P be a minimum. So for that, we need a quadratic equation that opens upwards so that we have a minimum. And P equals some quadratic equation. Now, P is a product of what? A and B. But we need it in terms of A or B. Let's see if we can make another relationship. It says here, two integers whose difference is 12. So I say, if I take A minus B, I will get 12. The difference between A and B is 12. So we can put one in terms of the other. A equals 12 plus B. And now what that means, we have our 1, we have our second equation. And I'm going to store this. A is equal to that. I'm just going to replace this A with my 12 plus B. Let's see what happens. P equals, instead of A, I'm going to write 12 plus B, and that's for A, all multiplied by B. P equals 12B plus B squared. Let's write it out again. P equals B squared plus 12B. Now, we have a quadratic formula. It does open upwards, but I don't know where the vertex is. So how do I find the vertex? I have to put it in. I have to complete the square. So P equals B squared plus 12B. Divide this by 2. C equals 12 over 2 squared, which is equal to 6 squared. 12 over 2 is 6 squared. C equals 36. So what do? We have to add 36, subtract 36. By the way, this is now our perfect square. This is a square. This is a perfect square. And B squared is B squared. 6 squared is 36. So 6 times 12 is, well, basically, 6 times 2 is 12. So this is a perfect square. We already know that. By the way, we didn't have to check. We built it that way. So what do? What does that mean? So let me erase this. That means P equals B plus 6. B plus 6 squared minus 36. So what does that mean? That means I have a parabola that's 6 units this direction, 6, and 36 units down, and it just opens up normally. Somehow. Okay, so what does it say? It says find two integers. So basically, B at the minimum of 36, B is equal to 6. Or, actually, that belongs somewhere. The x-axis actually belongs here. It's actually at minus 6. So when B equals minus 6, we get our minimum product. So what does that mean? If B is minus 6, what is B? Let's see the relationship between them. The relationship is here. If B is minus 6, A is equal to 12 minus 6. A equals 12 minus B. And when B is equal to minus 6, A is 12 minus 6. A equals 12 plus 6. A equals 12 plus 6 is 18. So that's our answer. When one integer is 18 and the other is minus 6, we get the minimum value. Now, I'm sure I made a mistake somewhere, right? Because, let's see, 8 times minus 6, 18 times minus 6, that's not necessarily the lowest number. We can verify, though. But that's our answer.